In today's fast-paced society, it's very hard to hear slow down, right? Take your time. Think things through before you make a decision that can have an everlasting impact on your life, right? Like you can ruin a piece of your life from making a few bad decisions. Unless it's a do or die situation, what are you doing? Why are you rushing to make the wrong decision? Because most of the time, rushing to make a decision is not going to give you those results or the outcome that you truly desire. Anything rushed is usually not good.
Yuck,
When you think
yuck.
about a pot roast, that slow cooked meat that's falling off the bone, when you think about a relationship that's been built brick by brick, when you think about people who have been promoted fast versus those who have worked and earned their position, they have more prestigious and respect and accolades. So if you never listen to anything ever I have to say, remember today, take the time to slow down, to avoid injuries, to avoid headaches, to avoid money loss, to avoid heartache or baby mamas that you maybe don't want, to avoid job loss. Take the time to think things through and to make a good decision. When we talk about taking your time, we're not talking about when you should pay your rent. Pay your rent on time. We're not talking about when you should pay your child support. Pay that woman. We're not talking about whether or not you should go to a doctor visit. Go to your yearly. No, we're talking about you thinking things through. Maybe you should get gas the day before work and not the morning of. So you're not rushing at 5 a.m. in the morning to get your coffee and to get gas because you need the coffee, right? If you aren't ready and you're not sure about jumping into a relationship or quitting your job, how many people do we know got mad and quit their job and then regretted it the next day and was begging for their job
I'm
back?
sorry.
Don't let that be you. Sometimes we're moving off of emotions or we're just feeling rushed, but sometimes there's really no rush. Some decisions can really impact your life negatively or positively for weeks, if not months, if not years. So really take your time when you're deciding what to do with your health, with your wealth, with your love, with your passion, with your time. Because one thing you can't get back is time. So take your time. What's not clicking? And sometimes when you take your time with the decision, people may get mad, right? You may be frustrated, but that doesn't mean you should rush and hurry up and decide something if you're not ready, if it's going to impact your life. It's a you thing, right? So sometimes you just got to ignore the noise and move at your own pace. How many times have you seen people jump into a marriage or a relationship or jump into a business just for it to fail, right? It's really important that you take your time with yourself. The only time you should be following an outline with a specific timeline is when there's a specific deadline. If it's not that, then don't rush. Don't rush your mind. Don't rush your healing. Don't rush your weight loss. Don't rush your body and your creativity and your craft because things that are rushed usually aren't high quality, top tier, right? You usually don't get top shelf. You're not going to get the super tasty results that you're seeking, right? Whether it's in weight loss, fitness, money, cooking, whatever it is, things that are rushed, your craft, your relationships, your friendships, your business, it will never give you those same results as if you would have took your time. So just remember today, take your time when you can. You can't do it a lot, but do it when you can. In today's world, with all this modern technology, more and more people are having strokes and heart attacks at a younger age, right? So if you're feeling stressed, put the phone down, put the TV down, put the news down. If someone call you with the drama, tell them you're going to call them back. But one thing you have to remember is no matter how many things are going on, you have to take your time when it comes to your mental health, when it comes to your physical health, and when it comes to your well being. I don't care what anyone else has going on or how many demands, even if it's only 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes out of your 24-hour day, take the time to sit with yourself, to sit with your thoughts away from what everyone else has to say, away from what everything else in the world is doing. Because that is when your greatest ideas come to you. That is when you get that aha moment. And if you're not taking your time, you're not allowing yourself to really get that, to really feel that and embrace that. Some of the best books or the best movie scripts, those people were working on it for years before it actually happened. But when it finally happened, when it was finally done, it was so worth it, right? That's how you want to feel. You don't want to feel like you're rushing everything and you wish you could have went back and made a better decision. When you're in your physical health, when you're trying to make money, when you're trying to get the business, when you're trying to get new friendships, new circles, take your time and don't let society rush you into anything. This is a note from the author, which is me. Sometimes taking too much time can actually just be procrastination, right? You're the only person that knows whether you're actually taking your time and being responsible, or are you procrastinating and making up excuses as to why you're not taking action? Mic drop. Sometimes you just need to slow the fuck down. No, that wasn't it. Sometimes you need to just take a deep breath and slow down and really refocus.